Hi, my name is Alec Perry. I am an IT technician, which mostly involves help desk, putting computers together, server management, things like that. I work in IT, and I was asked to answer some questions. I feel honored that somebody would ask me to answer these questions, but I'll jump right into it. Okay, what are your greatest strengths in life? I'd say one of my greatest strengths is patience when it comes to people, just situations and relationships. It's always good to slow things down and not go too far ahead because you might make some mistakes. It's always good to go slow when you can. And direction. I'm pretty sure that I know what I want to do in life, so it's always nice to have a map to draw out what I want to do and how I'm going to do it. Okay, next question. What are your greatest weaknesses? Say one of them is I don't like to do something different if I feel like what I'm doing isn't wrong. And let me explain that. Say I am washing dishes a certain way. Like, somebody might say, hey man, use a different soap, or hey man, use some steel wool or something like that. When I prefer using a Scrub Daddy because it works just as well. It's a nice little sponge if you ever want to get it. That type of thing. I mean, I'm pretty much stuck in my ways. Not closed-minded by any means, but I feel like if I'm doing something right, it's the right thing to do, and I'm going to keep doing it that way. And try to make things black and white that are complicated, like people. I like to put people into categories, not because I'm judgmental, but because I like to know where they stand with me. Of course, that is just my opinion. If I feel like somebody's a certain way, they think a certain way, and I don't want to associate with them, I'll say that they're, an XYZ. So it helps me figure out what people are. So you can have like maybe two of the same type of people. I won't associate with them if they do something I don't like. I'm not going to name any specifics because that's not the point of the video. Okay, next question. Do you feel like you're on a successful path and why? Yes. I'm an IT and I'm a certified computer technician, certified network technician, certified security professional, and I am Microsoft certified. I did that all within a year. So I work my tail off just because I understand that to get by in IT, they want experience, they want people who are able to learn, and on top of everything, I have my degree in the field. So that's going to make things a lot easier for when I'm trying to transition to my next job and my future as an IT professional. Okay, toughest challenge you have came across, I'd say being an adult. Once I left college, I really had no idea what I wanted to do. Those guys told me, hey, if you're gonna leave college, and you're gonna get this degree, a lot of doors are gonna open up for you. And you gotta do this, this, and that. They teach you all these classes, but they don't teach you what to do because it's just a giant mix of everything. Like, why am I taking a history class as an IT major? Doesn't make any sense to me. Things like credit score, things like locations where I'm trying to be, just for job opportunities and stuff like that. And just overall managing stress and money that I make on my own, especially when everything's so expensive, it's kind of difficult. And making career moves. I mean, I'm pretty set on what I want to be, but IT's a changing field. One moment I want to work with servers, maybe the next I want to be working on networks. Maybe I just want to be a help desk guy, reset passwords and people call in, tell them to turn it off and back on, the whole typical help desk thing. Who knows? Okay, next question. What are your future goals? Systems administration or infrastructure engineer? These are two jobs that involve things like servers, Microsoft, things like that, Active Directory. The systems administration means that there's a system already in place. I'm coming in and I'm going to be the one in charge of managing it and making sure it's up and running and up to date. And infrastructure engineer, those are the guys that build things from the ground up, like an entire network. They get your your routers and your switches for your internet, and then they make the people, they contract them for the cabling installing inside the buildings. And I make the big decisions in the company that really affect how our information is going to be, passed along, recorded, saved, and how we access it, things like that. Another goal is to marry my girlfriend. I've been with her for 7 years now, and to be honest, I don't think I could be with anybody else at this point. And that's not bad. It's just, I feel like she's who I want to be with. And once we get that out the way, we can focus on bigger things in life, like buying a house and finding out where we want to live, and just making plans going forward and invest in something that we love, whether that be a stock market or maybe even starting our own company. Whatever the case, that is something that I really look forward to doing. I mean, I'm only 23, so I got a long road ahead of me, but I feel like I can do it. And that was the last question. So again, thank you. I feel honored for being asked to answer these questions. And those are my answers. So thank you and bye.